it seems really clear that the gas industry is looking at solar plus storage, lowest cost form of energy, and they know that they're in a race to be the default setting for powering data centers. That's the lens I'm looking at your story through. So the question I've got for you is, if you're a betting woman, based on the reporting that you've done for the stories like this, how much of the data center load, say 5 years from now, is powered by renewables versus powered by nukes versus powered by gas? Just if you had to guess.
Man, I think that's like the question that like literally at least everyone I speak to for stories like these is asking. I think if we were going down a logical path, like storage, renewables, storage, and some gas makes a lot of sense, right? And I think that a lot of very smart people in this space see that as the clearest path forward. I don't think nuclear is going to be ready for the next couple of years, even though people want it to be. What I am worried about in this reporting that, you know, XAI really set an example for other data center developers as you can do this very quickly by bringing in basically whatever turbines you can find. And, you know, some past reporting I've done, there are some really massive behind the meter and like siloed power plant build outs that are being built primarily on gas, if not exclusively gas, you know, some with some solar and storage next to each other. And I think that, again, like a lot of very smart people in the industry point out that like renewables and BESS are a good path forward. And I agree with that. But I do question like how far ahead a lot of these developers are thinking. I think setting these things up is very expensive, even though they're getting it done more quickly than maybe it would be to connect to the grid. I just don't super see in 5 years or, you know, even 2 or 3 years going through all the trouble to set up all of this gas power and then be like, okay, actually, you know, we're going to replace it with the solar farm we're building. Or, you know, especially like, you know, this is not the case with XAI, but like a lot of the big gas projects right now are being sited in places like the Permian where gas is like next to free. So, you know, you solve a lot of the supply issues there. I think like that's the big question. And we're seeing an industry that is really racing and not thinking about the intermittent steps.